What's going on, guys? On the Bash DK today. I'm going to run the Smoke Bear Haunch. I normally run the Bewitched Sugar Skulls. Welcome everyone to the stream. Right, do a couple of PGs then. I've not done a lot of Bash build on the latest patch. I think Bash builds are a bit hit and miss at the moment. But we're just going to give it a go anyway. Because Bash build is still fun. Yeah, it's not the best setup you can play, but sometimes you just fancy just doing a simple, easy put together PvP build. I've been doing a lot of 2-bar lately and it does get a little bit draining, especially if it doesn't swap bars properly. You do get a lot of that. Especially on the 8v8 as well, it does do that. So yeah, I'm just running the basic setup I normally run, the Deadlands Demolisher and the Veiled Heritance, 1 bar. Sometimes I swap between the Nibony Bay, because that gives me critical resistance. We'll just go for more actual resistances. Yeah, and I played a bit of a console yesterday, as the new update is ready for the console as well. And it's been pretty good so far. They've ironed out a lot of the issues it had. I mean, there's still some issues, of course. So yeah, I'm just going to run the Smoke Bear Haunch for a little while, because I've just basically ate one quite soon, so it's got 2 hours on it, so I'll give it a chance. I'll probably go to Bewitched Sugar Skulls though. But yeah, I probably played like one Battlegrounds match with Bash DK. What is everyone playing at the moment? Is it just the Wardens? I've been playing a lot of Warden because Warden does seem to be very good. Particularly in Battlegrounds as well. Seeing a lot of healers, and they're generally Wardens. Have you been seeing a lot of healers as well? I've seen a couple of Temple healers actually as well, because they're good. But it's normally the Warden healers, because I think they're just more easy mode because of the health. Yeah, what's everyone running at the moment? But it's hard to sort of improve upon the Bash DK 1 bar anyway. You can definitely make stronger 2 bar variants. Well, at least it's not deathmatch, because that is coming up quite frequently and it is getting quite annoying. Definitely not my favourite at the moment. It's very ball groupy. These are lowish CP players, like me, myself. I'm actually quite low as well, I'm still only 800. It's low. Like this team's getting absolutely destroyed. But yeah, I'm starting, the new Battlegrounds is starting to grow on me. It's still got the issues there, of course. I do still miss the old maps. I just wish they'd just incorporate them with the new maps. That would be really good. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. This ain't even a match. They're just like, what is going on here? Oh, they've quit. They're quitting. So really the best thing to do on this map is probably just go for the objective. Oh, they've got a kill. I've also got a anti-healer build coming as well. I'll be probably dropping that tomorrow. Quite a lot of health here, 46. It's pretty much the norm these days though. Why is there no more flags? It's just that one flag. Where is this map anyway? Oh, Merkmire. Good location, good location. This is like heavily unbalanced. But I said maybe just, does the MMR need more time to settle? I mean, it's been on PC about a month now, so I would have thought it's starting to get a bit more settled. I just think it's just the MMR doesn't really come into factor because there just isn't enough players to make it so broad and varied. Like, it's only going to put you with players of your sort of skill. You know, is there enough players to really sort of separate that? I just think it's just a big mishmash of everyone. In an ideal world, maybe. You know, there was tons of players, you know, thousands and thousands of different players online at once. Then you could, you know, the MMR system might work a lot better. But how can it work if there's only, say, like, what, 20 people queuing at one time? Is it really going to separate them? Or, I mean, what happens? Does it not generate the match if the MMR is too drastically different? This is just like crazy. What has happened to this game, guys? What have they done? I don't care what anyone says. The BGs is definitely not as fun. And even if you're winning, like I said, we're on the winning side, but it's just such a landslide. You don't feel like you're enjoying it if you're winning or losing. It's just weird. Strange. Let's go into ult. They're all packing together. And they're just getting absolutely destroyed. Just get the flags. Just get the flags, guys. Oh, I nearly went down because they was all getting me at once there. Yeah, so what are your thoughts, guys, on the new BGs? Have you been in the new BGs yet? Because it is live on every platform at the moment. Well, it's only been on console for a small amount of time though. Literally like 1 day. This is going to be a long match, guys, unless we get some more flags coming up. I will be definitely doing some Cyrodiil because my CP's getting there now. Everyone drop the stream a like as well, please. Have I got it all golded? I don't even know. Could be really looking at this moment, but oh, most of it is a little bit. I give it to them though, they haven't quit. Right, it's going to end soon anyway. But I just, like I said, I haven't really got anything majorly against the new maps. The mode's questionable. The way the teams are put together, you know, 3 instead of 2 teams is a bit questionable. But like I said, I think just to keep everyone happy, they should have just kept the old mode and this new mode with new maps. I think that was just a much easier approach. Just in case the newer stuff wasn't as well received, which it hasn't been from what I've seen. I've seen some positive. Some people do enjoy the one team against another team. That was terrible, that was. On their other team, they only got 1 kill. But as I said, it happens. It's not like every match I do, I completely landslide everyone else. It's just sometimes I have a match where I'm on the receiving end of all that. So if anyone's got this set in medium, please send it to me. I can't find it anywhere on PCNA. Can't be bothered to collect all this stuff. Yeah, so like I said, they have made some improvements to the BGs. You know, they've added that other map back, which is my favourite map, which I keep waiting for it to come up, but it never comes up. It will come up now. No, it's not. What is this? Another 4v4? Oh no, this is a full-blown... Oh, it's Capture the Relic as well, something different. I don't think I've done Capture the Relic on this actual map. But the deathmatch, I think they're definitely at its weakest, the BGs. The modes, I think, are a bit better because it's not... You know, whereas deathmatch was my favourite in the old BGs, it's become not my favourite in the newer ones. It's just weird, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think it's just more ball groupy, and the one with limited lives is a bit... I don't think I've ever been in a really good one with the limited lives. Very, very strange. It's just very got different feel. But yeah, I do miss the old maps as well. They should just put the whole lot together, would just have been, and I would be happy, and just keep all these modes, keep all these maps. You should be able to queue, shouldn't you? Just queue for the 2v2 BGs or the 3 teams BGs. Then I'd be happy. Yeah, what is everyone playing though? You playing the Wardens? Nightblades I keep hearing are still really strong. I've not seen a lot of gankers, that's one thing I've not seen. I haven't really done any proper ganking to an extent. Sigil of Ultimate. Oh, it's got the sigils on this one, that's nice. We were just about to go there and he just luckily got the leap in time. I totally forgot about the relics. Oh, I was just about to drop him as well. Perfectly timed ultimate. Well, we just got the relic back. Did we? No, we're not. Little 2v2 going on under here. Oh, I think my teammates just died. Can't quite put that DK down, he's doing a good job. I think I'm in trouble now. Yep, I'm gone. But yeah, I just feel with the capture the relic, when there's only one other relic to capture, you know, and if it's really well defended, then you haven't got an alternative to go to. As you know, with the 3 teams. I cannot see anything. I am blinded. I can't move. I think I was just out of stamina there. Whoa. Getting crushed. See, night blades definitely are more of a factor in the capture the relic's nice. But yeah, you're definitely not seeing them gank blades nowhere near as much. I have to do a few builds and bring them back. I've not really been ganked at all on BGs. It's just mostly tank, tank bots. Let's take them all on. I say take them all on, there's only one drop down. What are you going? I've just wasted my ultimate. Oh, it's the bloke that killed me earlier. Oh, the leap saved him. But will it fully save him? No. Too many players. You just get overwhelmed in these 8v8s if you get, like I said, if you get caught, too far, behind the enemy lines, that's when you're going to get just overwhelmed. And it really is, it does feel a lot like the one player that's just strays that little bit too far is the one that's going to go down. It just very much goes down to that sort of setup. Whoever strays too far is going to die. Whoever stays with the group survives. Especially, well, with the 8v8s anyway. With the, we'll just go down. Is that another Bash Sulk? Is that Bash Sulk? I'm not sure. Did someone just chain me? That's my skill. Don't often see people using chains, but I do like it because it just gives you that major expedition. And it's just a nice gap closer. And the major berserk procs, or buffs the, it buffs the bash damage. I think this is a block tanky, I'm not sure. Wearing him down. Yeah, when you're in ultimate, it's very, very strong. No good sustain stand, bro. Yeah, with this particular setup, it's not great on the sustain, admittedly. So you have to sort of be a little bit cautious, when you're not in ultimate. When you're in ultimate, you said once you hit the ultimate, you get all your bars back. And just sort of heavy attack in between the ultimate stage and just tripods. I've got the Serpent Mundus on, but ideally, maybe there is other sets. I was thinking of dropping Veiled Heritance for, maybe, what's it called? Essence Thief, because you're getting the 10% damage done bonus, which will affect the bash damage. And then you're also getting the stamina return on light and heavy attacks, which you are sort of doing in between. Well, you're meant to be anyway, I don't know if I actually am properly. That's why I took off the shield throw skill, because even though it does buff your bash damage, it unfortunately scales off stamina. And another stamina skill on this was just, yes, the damage is more, but this is just sustain, just makes the sustain even worse. So, you can run it with low sustain still, it's just a bit, don't want to be caught in really heavy 1v1 scenarios. Whoa, it's just going absolutely crazy on this capture the relic. Oh, I just got, got overwhelmed. Yeah, so sustain is always an issue. I think the 2-bar variants might be a little bit better on the sustain. But yeah, it was definitely Essence Thief would be a good choice because, I mean, I could just swap it out for like Wretched Vitality or something, but then you are literally just losing quite a bit of bash damage. Oh, I didn't mean to go in there. Is that going to kill me? I can't move, it's so slow. I was waiting for the slaughterfish to get me there. Huh? Right, once they're going up, you're probably going to go. Yeah, so Essence Thief, I think, would be quite a sort of overlooked set for a bash build. So I was thinking like Deadlands Demolishers, because you've got to have that on. It's just too much bash damage to sacrifice. The Veiled Herons is still strong, but I think the Essence Thief would come fairly close. And you know, you're going to get that return as well of the, which would be, you know, sorely needed on a bash build. That's why Salk bash builds are really good, because you've got the Dark Deal. Let's try and actually grab a, which is almost impossible. Mind you, they've managed it 4 times. Just been going for kills. Right, let's go in. Let's go in heavy. Well, I just chained the living pet. You just got that small window during the ultimate to fire off everything you got. And then you got to get out of there. Appreciate your build videos. As someone just getting into ESO, had a lot of success with some of the Salt and Werewolf setups. Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, it's just I haven't done a werewolf one in a while actually. I've been trying to think of something quite good for the werewolf, but I haven't really thought of anything too much, but I will probably put something together. Yeah, Sorcerer, I've got a few more Sorcerer builds coming. And I'm doing a mixture of Theorycrafted builds and just actual full-blown ones with gameplay footage as well. Like, we're in trouble. Might be in trouble. I wonder if this will buff the bash damage as well. Quickly have a look. Does it buff it? The bash damage is at 10,000? What the hell? I've got to hit someone with it. How long does it last? 17 seconds. That is going to be ridiculous. They're going to think I'm cheating. $10k bash damage. I wish you could put that up with this on. That is just insane. It's worth the death. 10k bash damage. The most I've ever had is I think 7.1k on a legitimate setup. But yeah, that would be just... that would be crazy. 10k bash damage. Yeah, I feel the Essence Thief would be a good match. The only problem is medium, and I don't think you'd want a lot of medium on a bash build, so it'd probably have to be the jewellery. I think I've got Deadlands Demolishers. Oh, I would have to have that, wouldn't I? The Deadlands Demolishers on that. So I'd have to completely swap it all round. But yeah, the Essence Thief, so when you deal a light, or heavy attack, it's going to draw the essence from an enemy. It's going to heal you and also restore stamina. And it's quite a big chunk as well. And also you're going to get that 10% damage done bonus, which is very, very nice. And it is going to compensate for removing the Veiled Inheritance. I find the sustain is manageable. It's okay. It could always be better, but it's like I said, it's very hard. But I probably need to get hold of that Essence Thief and try that on a bash build, as I think that's going to complement it pretty well, to be honest. Because I don't want to just completely swap Veiled Inheritance for a sustain set, because that is just going to reduce the bash damage quite a bit. But yeah, that 10k bash damage was nice to see. You know, unfortunately you can't attain 10k bash damage. I think the best you probably could get with Malakath, the Band of Brutality, you probably could hit, I might have to build on that. You probably could hit about 8k bash damage with Malakath and also the shield throw. And 8k bash damage is just nasty. That would be really, really good. A 2-bar Dragon Knight could work well. I don't think I've got any of the Essence Thief, did I? No, I've not got any of it. You can buy this though, so I will probably have to invest in getting that. I've definitely got it on Xbox, I know that. But yeah, I need to run the jewels and weapons and just put Deadlands Demolishers on the body. What's going on, Dave? How's it going? Just on the Bash DK. I've been having pretty good matches so far. Nothing. Bash still seems to work quite reasonable. But yeah, I was thinking of running Essence Thief with this Bash build. I think that would work really well. I mean, you're getting the Major Berserk, which is 10% damage done, and then you're getting the unique 10% damage done from the Essence Thief. So it's probably quite good. And then you get that nice sustain as well. Because I feel like putting Wretched Vitality would be a step too far damage wise. Because you do want to maximise the bash damage. You really don't want to eat into it. And that is the problem with bash builds. You have to put so much into the bash damage to make it viable damage wise. But it's hard to get the sustain. But like I said, Sulk Bash is where it's at for sustain. Is that their spawn point? Is that why I can't get up there? How did he survive that? He proper dummy. I was just chasing him. I should have got the kill there. I see what you mean about the BGs being one-sided. Yeah, they do tend to be very one-sided. Had a dabble on there yesterday. Some very one-sided games. Yeah, it's like, I mean, the argument is that other people have said is that, you know, you get one-sided on the 3 teams, and that is true. You do get one. You can still get one team completely dominate against the other 2 teams. I think it was just less likely. It would be less sort of leaning on one side all the time, whereas this is virtually, not virtually all the time, it's definitely a lot more noticeable. Right, let's get these flags. Because I'm just totally forgetting about them again. Where is this flag? I've not been in this section before. Oh, where it's moved. Right, let's secure that flag. Had one game where 2 players dropped out soon after starting and we got stomped. Yeah, that's also... And this again is the problem with having just... Oh. This is the problem with just having, say, just 2 teams. Because if, you know, one quits and you get no players come back in, there's just no chance here. Yeah, you've got... You know you're going to lose just straight off the bat unless you've got some crazy players that are remaining and the other team's all, you know, really awful. That's the way it's going to go. It's just... Well, they might have a healer. I think that's why they're doing so well. I've just completely gassed myself here. Has the potion saved me? Yeah, potion saved me. I'm also an orc as well on this. I do prefer Nord, particularly when you want to get an ultimate as far, you know, as fast as possible. I do prefer the Nord. The orc, I think you get slightly more damage on the shield, the power slam, and obviously the healing might be slightly stronger because that obviously scales off your offensive stats as well. But to be honest, I do, and obviously the orc, you do get some movement speed, which is nice. But I do prefer Nord on the Bash DK. Problem might be, orc might be a little bit better on the Sulk, whereas you're not so heavily reliant on ultimate. Oh, we're doing a little bit better with the flags. But yeah, the Bash build still works okay, to be honest. It's not... Okay, it's not like... I mean, what a lot of players say, and what a lot of people say, is that, you know, this build is not going to work against top-end players, you know, blah blah blah, you know, and they are partly right to some degree. A Bash build is not really going to kill every player, but to be honest, if you're not a top player yourself, you're not really going to be killing the top players, regardless of what you put on. It just will come down to player skill to some degree. I mean, I have killed good players with this. It's more surprising them. I mean, if you're in a duel with it, I mean, it's unlikely to work against an experienced player. That's not to say it's not still fun and viable in BGs or even open world. I mean, some of the best matches I've had is probably running like a Bash build. I got hit hard there, that was terrible. I will not be surviving this. Virtually spawn camp the whole game. Yeah, that is the problem with just one team against one team. And I know a lot of people have said this, you know, like I have played other games as well. A lot of players have said, oh, you know, every, you know, multiplayer game has one team against one team. And, you know, that's very true, you know, like in shooters, Call of Duty, it's just one team against another team. I don't know if you actually get multiple teams. can't remember now. It's too long ago. But yeah, I know in other PvP games it is one team against one, and it does work. But I just feel what made this game unique PvP wise was having the three teams, having that, you know, triangle of balance where you can have another team upset another team that is dominating potentially, upset the balance. I think that's what set Elder Scrolls apart from them sort of games. You know, from the sort of design aspect of the game. See if we can get some reses in. Maybe not. Not that you usually bother in the BGs. Yeah, so that's what I think makes this game unique, is that you do have three teams instead of just one team against one team. That's why I think that was very right in the approach to Cyrodiil with the three teams. I mean, could you imagine if Cyrodiil was just literally one team against another team, and just the one team was just, you know, say it was like Ebonheart, was just completely gatekeeping the Daggerfall, and they just permanently just kept it like that, and there was no other team to come and change that and upset that balance. That would just be awful, wouldn't it? And then everyone would just transfer to Ebonheart, who's the team that's just constantly winning. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think the three teams is what makes this, yeah, what sets this game apart from other games. Because I mean, there's tons of games that do PvP. You know, it's not like it's anything new, you know, from a sort of design perspective, but it's just, I think the three teams was just, it made it really fun and just unpredictable. You didn't really know what team was going to win. Whereas generally on these BGs you can sort of tell who's going to win. This one's fairly balanced though, to be fair. Obviously not with this player, he's just 29 kills. I just like the three teams. I think that's what made the game so unique, combat wise. And I think it should be brought back in the BGs, or just added with this. I'd be fine with that. I'm not saying remove the two teams. I think it's okay here and there. But the deathmatch is just awful. It is really awful. It is just definitely the most hated mode, and a lot of players have said that as well. It's not just my opinion, it's really a universal opinion from the majority of players. Must admit, I'm not going to be spending much time in BGs from now on. I only want to collect the Battleground merits for the Warbear mount. Yes, I see what you mean. I still enjoy the BGs because it's just sort of instant PvP. Whereas Cyrodiil you have to sort of run around, and I do get bored running around if there's not a lot of players on. So I do still enjoy the BGs, but it's not as fun. There's no denying that. I think the one team against another team, if it's like a one pre-made group against another pre-made group, and you want to see who's the best, you know, and it's all, you know, all sort of set up perfectly and no randoms, yeah, then it can probably work. Deadlands, Demolisher and Veiled Herons, yep, that's what I'm running on this, just the basic setup. I was in Cyrodiil earlier this morning with a group, gatekeeping DC and EP, yeah, it can still happen. I still struggle finding games though. What's this one? I don't know what that even is. Lava Queen. Blessed Crucible. I've not even got the Battlegrounds quest. That even gives you anything anymore. But that'd be my personal opinion. Just keep the two teams. This new mode's totally fine. It's not amazing. It's just fine. And just bring back the original as well, and just keep it all in the mix. So you've got like how many maps would you have? You'd have like 11 or 12 BG maps, that'd be good. And then you might go into a 3-team one, you might go into a 2-team one. I'd definitely be happy with that. I haven't, you know, I've also not got a vampire on this build as well. As you can see, I've got health recovery. Might be a little bit tankier with the undeath, but of course it eats into the ability cost as well. As you can see, the penetration's insane. None. It was funny though, last night of the Alakir Dolmens, I've never seen so many of the same companions out at the same time. Yeah, must be leveling the new ones. I think I actually do have them on PC. How is Cyrodiil? Oh, it's looking a bit dead. Mind you, it is a bit off peak. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to get a quick drink. Right, I'm back. So, you guys, what do you reckon is going to be next year's chapter? That's what I've been waiting for. Now this update is obviously out now. Sort of looking ahead to the new year. Are we just going to get another chapter with the same cycle? I suppose we're gonna. It's been happening for the past, what, 7 years now? Or around that sort of time, maybe even 8 years. I'm hoping the new chapter will sort of change it up a little bit. Hey, do you play Claw? If not, you should put your aim skills like Shield Bash on LBRB so you can aim and cast skills. Could be a good idea. I should really use. Apparently, people have been putting the bind on the mouse to the bash bind or something on the mouse wheel, and you can just spam it even faster or something. Lots of space still not utilised on the map. Yeah. What is this? Domination. Right, we're all good. Yeah, so could be somewhere up here. Winterhold maybe. I've heard players say. I'm hoping it'll be this. That'll be somewhere good. I forget what it's called now. Or to be honest, I think away from the main continent of Tamriel would be just altogether better. and just something completely different. They could go to the Shivering Isles. Who knows? I hope they just change the mix up of it. Just not just do the same thing with a trial, new region, couple of dungeons, questing. I'm just hoping they change it up a little bit. But every year it's just the same format, and it is becoming a bit stale. I mean, they're still good because there's new storylines and new quests and stuff, and a new region to explore. But once you've done it, you don't feel like you really go back much. Yeah, I'm playing PC NA at the moment, but I'm also Xbox EU as well. My main account is Xbox EU, where I've got basically every character and well, almost every set. I've got a lot of sets and stuff. And PC NA is sort of my secondary account. I just tend to stream on PC NA a lot because it's just a lot easier for me. Yeah, so hopefully they'll probably do the chapter reveal, or there'll be some sort of teasers coming next month, I would have thought, of where we're going to go. I just think they really need to change it up now. Gold Road was definitely not one of the best ones. My main PC and I came from PS4 though. I miss all my loot and collectibles, but man, PS4 sucks and sounds like a jet engine. Yeah, they definitely do, PS4s. PS4 EU. Gotta go, Gloom. Have a good stream, mate. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm sort of transitioning as my main to PCNA. But like I said, I don't want to redo every character. I think I've got about 4 characters now that are sort of set up how I want. And I've just, instead of refarming the same stuff, I've refarmed some same stuff obviously, but I've just sort of got stuff that I didn't have on Xbox. What are your PC specs? Well, I did do a video on my PC specs. It might have been about a year ago now. And I actually just bought an office PC and I just upgraded it with a graphics card and RAM and so forth, a new power supply. I think I'm running a GTX 1060 Ti, so it's a fairly old graphics card, and I think I've got 16 gig RAM, and the processor I think is like a 5th or 6th gen. It's awful, but it's good enough to run this game though. But I've got on lower graphics settings. I think I've got on medium. I can run it on high. It probably can put. I was actually running Elden Ring as well. It does run like later games, just not like super duper crazy settings. But I am in the process of upgrading or building a new PC because I did build this one and change all the parts there, so I will be building another new one. I've got the case and the power supply. I'm just gonna get the motherboard and processor and the graphics card. Same card I had last year, upgraded to a 4060. This game is actually pretty optimized, luckily. Yeah, I'm looking to get. I probably won't get one that good. I'll probably get like a 3060 or something. Something around that sort of spec is probably enough for me. Oh, there's not enough players. It's closing. It's the first match I've had in a while that's actually just been abandoned. Yeah, so I'll be keeping this older PC that I have. It's just some HP Office. Yeah, if you watch, there is a video on my channel that I've done about a year ago of it all, of a breakdown of everything I've got and how you can put a PC together really cheaply. I think it cost me about 300 quid, but you could probably do it for about 200 now, the same specs as mine. Because there's a big misconception that you need even a budget PC is going to set you back about 600, and a lot of players don't get into PC because they think it's going to be really expensive. But you can put together my PC, yeah, for about 200 quid, I'd say, give or take. It's not it doesn't cost a lot, and I think it does put a lot of people off. They think, oh, I need a really expensive PC, and it's like, you really don't. Not if you're running, I mean, this game is 10 years old, admittedly. I mean, if you want to be running state-of-the-art, top-end games on the highest settings, then yeah, you're going to need a good PC. But, you know, I've been running this for probably about two years now, and I've not really had any problems. It's just, obviously, I just don't push things to the limit. Also, I haven't got Windows 11 either because the processor's so old. I think it is 5th gen or 6th gen. It's like a proper dinosaur because it is the original one that was in the Office PC. And I picked up the Office PC for, what was it for? Probably about 60 quid. And then just gutted the thing. So it's got the original motherboard and processor in, but I think everything else has been changed. People seem to be that PC doesn't require a sub cost either, let alone the cost quite a lot each year for console. Yeah, that's true as well. I do like PC because I don't have to keep paying the monthly cost. I do still pay the Xbox one, but yeah, just like I do wonder sometimes why, because I'm not on Xbox that much, to be honest. Yeah, and it is free to play because I don't pay for this game anymore. Like I play it a lot, but I'm not paying for the ESO or any of that stuff anymore because I just don't. Unless there's a new dungeon pack out, that's what sort of tempts me. I do like the dungeons. If there's a new dungeon pack out, then I do just subscribe for ESO for a month. You know, completely do the dungeon as much as I need to on veteran or whatever. Get the loot and then I'm gone. So yeah, PC. Yeah, people forget like PlayStation subscription, Xbox subscription. I also play on the GeForce as well. I'm not using it at the moment, but on my iPad I've got the GeForce app. To play my PC account, and it does actually run really well. You can only play it for an hour though, till it boots you from the server, then you can just reconnect again. And I've played a lot of PvP even on that, and it runs quite well. In fact, it probably runs better than my PC does when you get in it. Harry Potter is not done. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about going on to PC and you're being put off by like expensive costs, it really, and the graphics cards have dropped in price now. When I bought the graphics card, I think I paid about £100 for it. You can probably get my graphics card for about 50-60 quid now, and it does you at least another year. Then I probably will properly upgrade. But yeah, you don't need, like I said, this game is 10 years old, so you don't need anything crazy if you're looking just to play this. But yeah, it did run Elden Ring on, I think, medium settings. I didn't have it on ultra, and it was alright. But I tend to play older games anyway. I'm not really into playing tons of new games. It can also run the Throne and Liberty. It does struggle a little bit. There is noticeable struggle on the Throne and Liberty. Is this the lives one? Oh, I just realised. I'm just going in like a nutbag. Oh, he's just wasted my ultimate by running away. I didn't even realise he was on this mode. I thought my food had run out. The bars look so small. Whoa, someone's dealing some damage. Yeah, that sorcerer has really hit me hard there. But this mode is just an awful mode. Where's my team gone? They all died. Oh, he's wasted my ultimate. This is where I go down. I took a few out. I've got another life now. Yeah, I just deleted a 2,800 CP mate, so he should just quit. Yeah, I mean high CP doesn't always mean everything, does it? I mean, really, if you're high CP, you should know what you're doing, though. But I'm quite a high CP on Xbox. I think I'm about 2,300 now. I've got quite a high-ish CP, and I'm still not, you know, super duper. I should be super duper, but I think I did spend the majority of it in PvE. I never was originally a big PvPer. Go ultimate time. Where's the other player? There is no other player. Oh, there he is. And that's the silly thing. They just stand there, and they're right to do so, because you're just dropping down, and you're against 4 players. Your team's lost. Why even fight? And you know, unless you're insanely good, you know what I mean? You're just gonna die. So just drop down, get killed, move to the next round. It's just a silly mode. This is. It really is. Good for pre-mades, but randoms, nah. I said even the traditional deathmatch is not great, but it's better than this. This is just a lot of waiting around. You've got limited lives. It just doesn't work very well in random. It's definitely the most hated mode. But it would be a good mode, yeah, for pre-mades if you just want to see what team's good against another team. I had a team that were AFK before. I used all my lives going 1v4, then got booted for AFK when I literally couldn't do anything other than spectate. Lol. System, yeah, it's just. I see. Yeah, I've not had a really good match of this. It's just. It is what it is. It's just not been a play-tested mode. I don't know what they was thinking. It just doesn't translate well in random scenarios. Oh, that was bad. I should not have. Should have held back there. This team might bounce back against us, or did they actually beat us? Oh no, they beat us. I'm just getting hit from behind just so much. Whoa. That was crazy. My ultimate, quickly. The ultimate saved me. Can I res? Oh, you can't res, can you? It's me trying to res in this mode. Let them respawn. Right, stick together. Quite a tanky Templar there. Whoa, I've been hit. Oh, I'm gone. I think hit me hard there. Dawnbreaker, then Executioner. I would love a 1v1s or 2v2s mode. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be, something like that, and it just simply wasn't. They just brought all these different modes. We really need to stay together, yep. They all dead now. Just completely gassed myself on that player. I'm gone. I'm in spectator mode. I haven't seen this in a while. So that's interesting. If I'm right. Yeah, this is the first deathmatch I've had where we've won one and they've won one. There's actually a third and final round. I've never had this. It always just goes completely one-sided or the other. So this is the first sort of balanced match we've got. But I do want to. I was thinking of putting a sorcerer together. I just can't be bothered with the leveling in the Undaunted. Because I do want to run a mage sulk on PC. I just, yeah. Right, come back, let's come back. Lure him in. That was not a good move. Oh my god, I died in ultimate form. They was ready for that. I got hit by 2 ultimates at once. That was bad. And I wasted my ultimate as well. Right. I think we've got to try and bring them to us. They're standing their ground. They've got Templars. They want to try and control where they are. Oh my god, we're all splitting up. This is not good. Try and get one off guard. I caught one off guard there. Well, I'm just taking so much damage. I should not have backed off that much there. It's a good team they've got though. It's not definitely got a good team. How is that bloke surviving? Did he just shield up or something? I'm just getting toxic barrage to the max. I am the last player on my team. Whoa. What? I pressed Y and it just booted me straight away. The end of the match. Well, that was definitely a lot closer match, but the other team seemed to stick a bit better together. I should really collect all this loot. Why have I got no head? Looks like I've got no head. What was the merchant? Amulet of Shared Pain. I never know what to delete anymore, just because I haven't got a lot on PC, so I keep trying to hold a lot of it. Siege Master, that's one of the new ones. Put some stuff in the bank, really. Siege Master's there again, and that's the set that a lot of players are going on about, the Fast Rider. Net Oil, what's another one? Impregnable Armor's going. Trainees going. Do I have the room? No. Well, I have no one near. Right, they're character bound. Just use them. I do like the transmutes at 25 now, so I can make builds a lot quicker now because I ain't got to keep waiting on transmutes, which is nice. You've got transmutes coming out your ears finally. Was that talk of the Alien King? Ain't nowhere. Yeah, I have got that. And that was really, really tough to get. The worst grind in the game that was for me. And for a lot of players. But definitely worth it though, it is good. I still haven't got the room. Yeah, so transmute crystals are finally no longer a problem. I've got like one lead from 6 hours of Infinite Archive, worst farm ever, yeah. The only thing I can recommend, I got all of mine from the side portals and the main arc boss at the end of each arc. That's the only ones. I never got ones on regular chests, so just do every unknown portal and every arc boss you can. And they don't seem, apparently they do drop on arc 1, but they tend to start dropping on arc 2. I never got one, I think I might got one off a scamp, the golden scamp that spawns. But yeah, generally it's the bosses and the main boss and the side things. But yeah, it was absolute killer. Yeah, so transmutes are luckily no longer an issue. They're much more generous with the transmutes now, so I can rack those up big time, particularly on Xbox, because that's where I do the majority of my builds. But yeah, on this, I do actually have a unreleased Dragon Knight build. I'll probably release it this week, but it's just a talk build, so I will put that on. Talk to the Battle Master. But yeah, the talk was definitely one of the worst farms ever. There's no doubt about that. I can't even think anything even comes close to that. The other one was quite bad. Was the Death Dealer's Fate. The lead at the end of the Dragonstar Arena is a particularly nasty one. But again, I was farming my CP there, so I just got it farming the CP because it's an excellent CP farm for non-DLC. So you just need to check that out as a good one. I'm just going to open these because they're just got a lot of the newer stuff. But yeah, the transmute crystals, they just come in. You just got them coming out your ears. You do BGs, you'll get tons of transmutes quickly, which is really, really nice. But yeah, my next stream I'll probably do the Dragon Knight. Talk Dragon Knight. At least Dragon Storming has actually good weapon sets. Yeah, that's what I always recommend to newer players. I didn't even know about myself. I was told by a couple of friends that I've got on ESO that Dragonstar Arena is really good for CP, particularly if you've got a group to help you as well, because you can do it really quickly. You're getting all the master weapons, which are actually decent arena weapons, and you also get the chance to get the Death Dealer's lead at the end. So it kills like 3 birds with 1 stone. And that's where I farmed a lot of my CP there. That's why I'm such a reasonably high CP for not having the account very long. So yeah, and because it's non-DLC, whereas you can do other things. What's the other one? One in Craglorn, but again, it's just CP. You're not getting any nice loot. So if you're starting a new PC account or any new account or a new player, yeah, I would recommend Dragonstar. Nice and easy on normal. Right, so we'll save. That's the bash build. And I will equip the talk build. Yeah, and this build is really nice. I need to work on the crit resistance, is the only thing that's lacking I think at the moment. But other than that it's pretty good. The weapon damage goes crazy high. Well, not crazy high, about 6.5k, which is pretty strong. And this is no CP as well, bear in mind. 40k health, yes, I would definitely release this. I've already got footage of this as well that I need to, so I just want to might do a couple more tweaks. Recoveries are very strong as well. You can, I think I was going the Bewitched Sugar Skulls just to drop the recoveries and just have the Magicka and Stamina bars a little bit bigger because they're a bit on the small side. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you to everyone that's tuned into the stream. It's been a good one. And catch me in the next one.